right, welcome to another episode of a Symion, a streams, a stuff, a sometimes. Today's video game is Inertial Drift. Oh shit, we're in an anime already. That's what I like to see. So yeah, we're gonna test this game out. I've heard good things. I'm looking forward to it. Gonna have a bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun. Gotta go fast. Hey, what is up, drops? Yes, obviously, our Eurobeat intensifies. So for those of you who have a love of Eurobeat, I would suggest you start playing it on your own. Yeah, so we are a standard drift junkie, which makes us also a car lesbian, something that we cannot fight. We have to adhere to, as you can see clearly. I really like that. They've kind of acknowledged that traditional car games don't really fit drift culture, so they're doing something just a little bit different with this. I've tried out a little bit of it, like literally a few seconds, and I find the controls really interesting, to say the least. Well, I'm gonna be interested in what you guys think, because I think the controls are pretty sweet, and this anime intro is pretty fucking sweet. Whoa! Gotta go sideways. Inertial drift. Let's get started, shall we? Turn the music up a bit. Turn it up a bit. Story mode. Join Viv, Edward, Ada, and Iba. Iba? Is that his actual name, or do you pronounce that Iba? As they prepare to compete in the Summer Grand Prix. That sounds sexy. I want to do that. I want to have a little bit of that. I want to have a taste of it. Just one more. Ada, I got the drinks. So, it was iced coffee for Iba. Nice. Thanks, Ada. A short eye? A short eye? Listen, we call them little eyes. Alright, Drop? You insulting buffoon. How dare you? So we're chilling there at the Pit Stop Express, roadside assist. Peach iced tea for Viv, right? Of course. Obviously the one and only contender in ice drinks. But not of tea. My green tea wins hands down, hot or cold, which leaves the milk for Edward. Who drinks milk? Wow, whoa, drops. I'm feeling a lot of tension. This is a chill stream, baby boy. We can't have all of that rage, alright? We're just having a little chill, man. You gotta dial it back. So, Edward's drinking milk, which means he's an alien. I mean, he can't be human. There's no driver who drinks milk before they drive. That's insane. Yeah, real sweet intro for Edward there. Ah, that it's the spot. Cheers, Ada. So, folks, are we driving this evening or what? No driver says this evening. All right, no driver ever says this evening. It's tonight. Not sure if I have time tonight. Sorry, Edward. Eva's gonna punk out on the first night. Unacceptable. Just as a drink. Plant milks? Whoa, Drops. Are you becoming a soy boy? Is there a confession that you have to make, Drops? Because I'm okay with it. I'm okay with you being a soy boy. But you need to come clean. Oh, come on. We haven't been out in ages. When was the last time you went out, you two guys? There's a lot of history there. Yeah, but we're all kind of busy at the moment. Consume, Drops. You must consume. The Viv Grand Prix. The Summer Grand Prix is coming up soon, so I really need to focus on practice. I can't wait to see your race this year, Viv. You're going to win, right? No one else is as fast as you. Oh, baby. I'm very fast. Haha, I'll certainly try. Are the rest of you thinking of entering? Totally. No way would I miss this chance again. I'm taking it seriously this year. I even have a new car coming in to help me up my game. I'm not sure. Do you think I'd be good enough to enter this year? Listen, Ada, you're good enough. You have to accept it. You're good enough for yourself.
Definitely. It's a great motivator to improve your driving too. How about you, Ed? You gonna join us?
But I don't know, dudes. I don't think it's for me. I like driving, but things like that are too stressful. It's no fun. Yeah, no, memes aside, drops. It's good to lower your animal intake, especially if you use like processed animal products. If you watch documentaries like Meat Inc., you do well to stay away from them. The Grand Prix takes place over multiple tracks, right? Why don't we all go on a road trip together to check out each of them and maybe have an orgy or two? That way, we could practice and still get to drive together.
That's a great idea, Ada. I think we'd all get something from checking out the competition at each track too.
So it's literally Initial D, the anime. I just want to drive, guys, not study lines and apexes and pedal techniques. Come on, Ed. How else are we gonna be able to get time to track together? It'll only be a chore if you make it one, you asshole.
Just think of it as an opportunity to drive in a bunch of new places with your friends. What more could you want?
Fine. I guess I can tag along. I'm going to do my own thing though, okay? Does that mean jerk off in the corner, Ed? Are you gonna be that guy?
It's settled then.
Woo! Road trip. Wow. Alright, so based upon that terrible cutscene, which one of the amateurs are we gonna be? So apparently we can't choose the actual person who has a shot. Yeah, it's a very weird industry. So poll, Ed the surfer bro, Ada the drink chick, Iba my neighbor. Alright, choices are in chat. Drops has registered his vote for Ada because she is a cutie pie, according to Drops. So, Ada rides a Coda Gecko, vehicle class sport. Coda's most popular model, the Gecko strikes a balance between speed and control. Its great performance and predictable handling make it perfect for racers looking to hone their skills. Okay, if we have no other votes, we are going with Ada. I'm guessing she's the balanced mid-tier driver, so we'll check her out. There's so much to do before the Summer Grand Prix. I can't waste a second. This is going to be my time to shine. But where to start? How do I know what lines to take on this track?
Well, Corey drives this course quite a lot. You could try following their ghosts at first to get a feel for this thing.
Oh, yeah. So the place they hang out is the Conch, which is not pronounced conch as SpongeBob and other terrible, terrible things would have you believe. Why there's a place called the Conch Topway that also sells gas? I don't know. Don't ask me. That's a complex issue. We don't have time for that. We gotta get to driving. Do you think they'd be okay with that?
Of course. We all learn from each other. It's how we improve as a group.
Ghost battle! Okay, so we could practice, do the ghost battle. I'm gonna go practice because it kind of skipped the tutorial, and I don't remember how to do things in this video game. Yeah, it's got a cool sort of pared down neon aesthetic that I'm kind of digging on. Yeet! Okay, so it skipped the tutorial. I think I'm gonna go back and do the tutorial because I think you can access it at the beginning. But The big conceit is that you don't actually drift. Woo, that was spicy. You don't actually drift with the left stick. The right stick, which is usually used for view types in this type of game, is your drift stick. Whoa, way too much sauce on that corner. So if you drive, so this is me driving with just left stick. If you drive with left stick, it's kind of like a slot car. But the moment you hit the right stick, you start to go sideways. And if you let off the gas, you especially go sideways. So it's a weird sort of rally car-esque setup where you have to look at the horizon. Like right now, I can see that sign that I need to go sideways hard. So you're always staring at the horizon, trying to figure out how much sideways you need and how much momentum you can take into the corner. Like I said, I've only played a few seconds of it, but it's once you get the hang of it, it's pretty chill. I'm liking it. Yes, that is a very accurate way to put it. So think of it like that, in that sort of skate way where you control the back of the car with the right stick. I'm going to play the tutorial so you guys can see it, because I thought it was going to play the tutorial, but I kind of dig it. It takes some getting used to. I am very much so not used to flicking the right stick for anything outside of shifting in a modern racer. But I like it. It's got a pretty slick soundtrack. Very pared down soundtrack that goes well with the art style. I like it. Alright, let's finish this lap time and then we'll go do the tutorial, because there may be mechanics that I haven't seen in the tutorial. There it is, and that's how it goes. Alright. Continue. Yeah, Mario Kart has that jump mechanic that is very, very unique to Mario Kart. Alright, so the tutorial is open. So,
new face! Let me guess, you want to learn how to drift?
No, I'm here for the cocaine. Jimmy said I could come around back to get some coke.
I'm sure you're familiar with the basics. Steering, throttle, brakes. Those are all important. But if you want to master the cars here, then you'll need one more thing.
Listen, Gunner, you haven't even mastered the cars. How are you going to teach me to master the cars? Come on.
The drift stick. With the drift stick, you can directly control your car's drift angle, allowing for precise cornering.
Listen, I'm a street racer at night in the hills of what looks like pseudo-Japan. Of course I need cocaine.
You know, it probably makes more sense to just show you. Come with me. Oh, and don't worry about crashing into each other.
Maybe I should worry about crashing. I think that's a big thing.
All cars have phase shift impact prevention system fitted, so you can just focus on your line.
What? I didn't know that. So you don't even have to focus on not crashing into douchebags? I guess because that means it's all ghosts? Ugh.
Alright, let's go.
That's a deep lore for those who missed it. Lakeside Loop tutorial. 3, 2, 1. Ah, shit. Go. Woo, look at that ghost.
So remember, left stick is for steering.
How am I supposed to read Gunner's bullshit? So yeah, the right stick controls drift angle. And then you can let off the gas to really go deep into the drift. Like I said, the change is it's not massive from how other races work, but it takes some getting used to say the least. Woo. But when you get into a groove, it's pretty nice. So yeah, see, he's telling me to let off the throttle in deep curves. Fucking hell, that ghost is pretty fast for a beginner ghost. Woo, gotta go fast. Oh man, The way that the cars show thingums are pretty sick. Man, I almost beat the ghost. Ghost let off throttle at the end. That was weird. Alright.
Not bad for your first run. A few more laps and you'll have the basics down.
Listen, Gunner, you can eat my whole ass.
This is only the beginning, though. Every car is different and requires its own special techniques. There's lots to learn, so get out there, absorb everything you can, and find the style that fits you best.
That was entirely unhelpful there, Gunner. Oh well, so let's get back to Ada's story. So I guess they just kind of throw you into it then. Alright, we read this. So this is her learning from the person on this. Whoa, what the fuck? Gabe, you can't just throw me into shit like that. What the I actually kind of like that they just like, nope, we're not gonna baby you. It's time to drift. Woo!
Sideways! Drive, bitch. Ain't no time for that. It's time to drive.
Woo! Yeah, get that ghost. Oh shit, I went in too hot. Yeah, get that ghost. Alright, so you can rub the wall, but if you really go hard into the wall, it eats all your momentum. So I can bounce off the wall a little bit with this car, but I wouldn't advise just fucking throttling straight into the wall. Woo!
Hey, ghost battle.
Alright, we were able to beat this ghost.
Nice. That looks smooth. Seems like you're taking to the track pretty easily, Ada.
I was just copying Corey's ghost. If you drift and turn in the same direction, you can carry more speed. I barely have to lift off.
Ha! You sound exactly like me. That's the way I like to drive.
Listen, Iba, why don't you go home, alright? I didn't see you out on that track, because I was in first place, baby.
You should try racing Corey. That's much more exciting than just following a ghost around.
Not sure I'm ready for that. Isn't there someone else's ghost I could study?
You shouldn't worry too much. Practice is good, though. I can't fault you for that. I guess you could do a quick lap in your car for you to follow, if that would help.
You would? That would be great, Viv. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we have two ghost battles. I took pole position in the first one, and then the straight up race. It's still jarring that they start you out at speed. I genuinely thought that they would start us out with a little bit of primer. Woo! No lift. Woo! Right at the edge. By a hair's edge. Woo! Too hot! Too hot! Deja vu. Oh, we made it too hot. I like it. So they give you 2 shots at the race, at the ghost, before you actually race. Yeah, so it's a cool little system. I'm enjoying it. I think it works for this type of game. Woo! Yeah, eat that, ghost. I went in too hot. to beat the ghosts. Alright. Got them both in our rear view. Fuck you! You're not gonna pass me with that bullshit car! He passed me! Come on, beat him on the straight! Beat him on the straight! No, I didn't beat him on the straight. That was wrong.
130 miles per hour. We must go faster.
Wow, Viv. You drive so differently to Corey. That twisty section at the top? That was so difficult before. But you barely turn at all for it.
It's not my best lap ever. I'm sure there's lots more time to find in there.
What? It was crazy fast. We were going 130 miles per hour. Thanks for the help. You know, I think I'm confident enough to race Corey now.
I'm glad you feel like it was useful. Remember though, if you want to win a race, you can't just copy the other racer.
Hey Corey! So I've been using your ghost time to learn your track. I was wondering if you'd be up for a race?
Hey, absolutely. There's usually no one else at my level around here to race. I've had to work things out for myself, but it's hard. So, I'll be great to race with someone else for a change.
How did I get a gold medal? I did not beat Viv. That's horseshit. They shouldn't coddle you like that. I did not win. Yeah, I gave him the Omega douche voice. He seems like it was appropriate. Alright, we're gonna race Corey with his punk ass. Alright, so we are gonna start off the line. Oh, hop, 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 hop. Let's go. Oh shit, he's got more acceleration off the line. That's concerning. That's usually what I set as my highest stat in a drifting game. To get out of corners easier. Fucking Corey. Look at this douche, bro. Yeah, you got a little close on that one, though. You own that sector. Listen, nobody says own. Look at that patented phase shift technology there, Drops. I kind of don't like that it has phase shift, because part of versus driving is the ability to put pressure on another driver without actually hitting them. So I kind of feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out. But I get it. It's difficult to put that sort of collision system in this type of game. Woo! I took that one a bit rough. Woo. Shut up, Corey! I'm trying to race. I can't even read that shit. This is actually a fast corner. Jesus, that is too hot. I continually take that corner too hot. Put it in race cars! Yeah, like, we're not gonna use it for warfare or space travel. What?! Since when does he have more fucking acceleration in the straights? I thought he just had more acceleration off the line. He has more acceleration in this. He has more top speed in the straights, not acceleration. So speed. Yeah, that was rubber banded. That really felt like some Mario Kart shit. It's like he found 200 extra horsepower. Woo! I like it. There you go. That's a clean line. Man, I keep mistaking that corner and giving it too much gas. Eat my dust, Corey! Rubber band some of that, piece of shit. Yeah, you ain't got shit, Corey.
Wow, you definitely didn't learn all that from just my goose.
I picked up a few tricks from Viv as well.
I'm jealous. Honestly, you're gonna be so much better than me by the time you're done with your track tour.
You should travel to other tracks as well. I'm sure there'll be plenty of other people at our level to race against.
Yeah, maybe I will. I can't let you have all the fun.
Hopefully, we'll get to race again soon then.
Great driving today, Ada. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Viv. Today was good. I learned a lot. And there'll be other drivers I can learn from at the other tracks too. How do you know that? How do you know they won't all hate your stinking guts?
I hope you're also thinking about why people drive the way they do as well.
What, are we going to get into the philosophy of drifting? Not really. As long as I can follow them, pick up their tricks, then does it really matter?
You may find that following someone isn't always so easy.
New challenges are available in challenge mode. City Skylake. Oh shit, we're gonna do some teriyaki boys shit, aren't we? It's gonna get hot. So, there are races here in the city too? I had no idea. We call them criminals, Ada. They are criminals.
Yeah, the highways here are a popular spot for drivers who want to push their cars to the absolute limit.
Who is this motherfucker and where did he come from? Hitting your top speed on the highway is great and all, but the real action happens down on the streets. When you are hurtling into a corner at top speed, the difference between perfection and hitting the wall can be a split second. That sounds difficult. Mind if I checked out your ghost times to help me learn the track? Oh, sure, I'll go ahead. You can pay me back later with a race once you know the track. I mean, he's a Tokyo drifter, Drops. His fashion is early 90s boy band. Don't you watch K-pop? Rico seems really fast. I'm so glad they let me use their ghosts. Why is it a they and a anyway, I'm staying out. I've got to learn as much as possible about this track before our race.
Just make sure you don't overdo it out there, okay? Rico's car is very different to yours. You might find following difficult this time.
Ghost Battle. Forget practice mode. We're gonna find out what the inner city's all about. Race style. Ghost battle. 3, 2, 1. Ah, shit. Oh shit. What the fuck is he? Does he have NOS in that thing? Fucking guy took off like a rocket. How the hell am I supposed to beat that shit? Woo! And he's gone. That's pretty much how I felt. Damn, that was a long corner. Woo! Jesus. I need a little bit more turning radius. Yeah, I think I need to start adding brake in the inner city because it is rougher than out in the mountains. That is a lot of bump. It's also more busy than out in the mountains, so paying attention to the signals up on the horizon are more important. It's a lot like Wipeout, especially the PS4 Wipeout game, where you really have to pay attention because it's darker and more busy. I have yet to see his ghost since the beginning. That's what we call a difficulty spike video game. In before he laps my... Jesus, where is this guy? Okay, I can see his lines. What the fuck is this guy? There he is. Jesus. That guy took off like a rock. Alright, so he takes tighter lines than I do. Okay. So she's telling me not always to try and copy the driver. So does that mean I shouldn't try to take his tighter lines? Or that I should go even closer to the red line? Like that was dangerous trying to follow him through that shit. Damn! Yeah, I see what you mean. This car cannot do some of the things that he's doing. But how do I solve that though? I think I should try the wider lines as a change. Because every time I try following him through the corner, I find myself wrecking. Ooh. Okay, so it's racing, but there's also a layer of strategy onto how you take the corner in addition to standard racing. So you can take a corner fast, which is to hit it with a lot of speed, but then when you leave the corner, you're usually facing a wall. So I could technically just mash the pedal and really catch up to him right now. But in exchange, I'm definitely gonna hit that next wall. I think I'm gonna like this game because the one thing it got from the anime and from actual Initial D racing is that you have to play to your car's strength. So they're trying to teach me right now that he can hit those corners harder, but I don't have to hit them as hard as he does. Look, see, I'm keeping up with him now by not trying to rush it. By taking the corner wider, I can just barely hold on and then beat him on the other side of the corner. See, like there. If I had followed him, I would have wrecked. But because I took it a bit wider, I technically beat him on that corner. I like this. This kind of understands drifting in a way that other games don't really. See, again, I can't follow his line. Yeah, there it is. So he took that one wide. So I gained time on him. Okay, that line I can do exactly like he does. So there are some lines that I can take exactly like he does, but others where it's not beneficial. Okay, that was good. So I fucked up the first lap, but that second lap, I caught up to him. You could see by the numbers. And on that third lap, he and I were almost 1 for 1. So there are, especially in the middle of the track, there are some corners that I can take as deep as he takes them. But there are others, especially early on and at the end, where I have to do it my own way. Okay.
You were out there for a while, Ada. Studying hard, I bet.
Kinda. I was following Riku's ghost, and I'm not sure I learned much from it at all. It's different from the last track. You have to slow down for some of the corners. But if I brake like Riku, I slow down way too much and he disappears.
You shouldn't beat yourself up about it. He drives this track all the time. Maybe you should take a break for a bit. Watching the others might give you some ideas.
I don't think I can afford to sit around if I'm going to have a chance in a race later. Maybe Viv will do a lap in my car for me again. How about it, Jay?
Jay? You're racing him later, right?
That car was way too fast for me to stand any chance. I'm not suggesting you try to beat him. You wanted someone to follow, and I just think you could learn a lot from him. I know I have.
Yo, Jay!
Eba, what? I don't think...
Ada here isn't sure how to tackle this track. You think you could show her the ropes?
Oh shit, it's Big J! It's your boy, Big J.
Of course. It's always a pleasure to help out new drivers. Just give me a few minutes and I'll tune down my car a bit so we can run together.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Okay, I'll go in front, show you the lines.
Yes, there are people who get into that level of drift racing where they will take out stuff from their car. But it's not Formula 1 level. There are some people who are more rotund in the D-level racing.
Take your time and get a feel for it. I'll try not to get too far ahead.
Yeah, see, so I did actually fuck up that ghost battle. Huh, so this is a duel. How is that different from a race? I really wish that this lets you actually crash into people. I understand why they didn't, but I that is an entirely other skill set of drifting that I'm actually more interested in. Oh, he's not gonna go easy on me. I gotta actually pay attention. Come on, how is that not winning? Hashtag winning. Yeah, get those numbers up. Yeah, he can't handle that. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Look at that, look at that. Oh, you son of a goat. Woo! Take him on the straights. Gonna take you for a ride. Oh, I took it way too rough. God damn, and then he beat me on that corner. Easily he beat me on that one. Jeez, he's just racking up those points. Alright, so this is an interesting mode. This is actually closer to how drifts racing another drifter is actually scored. So I've lost this match, essentially. He's totally fucking gang. Kicked my ass. So essentially, while you're in the lead, you have the ability to score points. But at the same time, you don't want to push it too hard because of exactly what happened there. He was going so much for style points, I was able to overtake him. And now as long as I hold the lead, I can score points on him. So this is good. I was concerned that this wasn't in the game. This is how actual 1v1 drifting is scored. Much closer to the real way that they score these types of races. Like, I've lost him. Unless I crash or he rubber bands, which may happen because I'm doing bad right now. I hear you. I can hold him off and make it so even if I don't score a bunch of points, because I'm holding him off, he doesn't have an opportunity to score at all. Woo! Yeah, you're ganked. I got you. Woo! Got a bit cocky there. The only thing that would be different, that I wish they also had, and maybe they'll introduce later, is that if you rub, then your points go to 0. Or at least they are supposed to drastically take away from your points. There you go. Alright.
Hey, there wasn't much risk of me getting too far ahead in that race. I'm impressed, Ada. You learn quick.
Thanks so much for taking the time to teach me, Jay. I really appreciate it.
If you ever need help again in the future, don't hesitate to ask. But before long, I have no doubt that you'll be coming to challenge me instead.
Thanks for getting Jay to help me, Iba. You found it useful then? Definitely. I can't brake like Riku, but I can lift off the throttle for a similar effect. Timed right, I can actually carry more speed through the corner, even though I have to start slowing down earlier. I just need to make sure I can pick my turn in point without Jay there to guide me. After a few more practice laps, I bet you'll be able to do it blindfolded. I hope so. Yeah, so the person who made this game, at least the team, they may not be the greatest drifter, but they understand what makes drift racing different than standard racing, and I like that. Who the hell is this?
I still don't understand why you dive into corners like that. Even with my limited experience, I know you're supposed to take the straightest line possible. I know. Look, it may not be the absolute fastest line, but you cannot deny it's much more exciting.
I like Riku. Riku reminds me of some actual D-class racers who are like, I don't care if it's the best line. I'm having fun out there.
Oh, Ada, are you finally ready for our race?
Yeah, just about. I got a few tips from Jay, and I think I'm ready to put them into action.
Great. This should be a good then. Let's go. Yeah, good luck out there, Ada.
Content unlocked. Alright, so I want to go back and beat that ghost battle, because I learned a lot during the duel, but there are still certain things about Riku's line that I want to see. Alright, let me see. Alright, here we go. Yeet! Just a bit of yeet. Man, he fucking takes off on that. Even at speed, it's difficult to keep up with him. There it is. Okay, so that's what they were talking about. So he, because of the acceleration in his car, he hits that brake hard. But because he hits it so hard, he could be so much more aggressive later. By not hitting the brake, and by coming into and out of the corner softer, I can beat him. I feel like I'm watching an episode of Inertial 2.
I figured out his trick. I can beat him.
Yeah, this is cool. There are still those, though, corners where I still have to hit brake, because I still don't see them coming fast enough. But I like this. I think this, it doesn't get drifting perfectly, but this at least understands enough about drifting to make an interesting game. Like, there are actually turns on this course where Riku's way of doing it is bad. But rather than just remove that, just have him change the way he was doing it, they set his style to break that way. And so he's just gonna break that way, and they just explain it in the story that he knows that his style is wrong for that part of the course. But he's still gonna do it. There you go. That is cool. Okay. Yeah, I had a few concerns about this game early on, but yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. I need to skip this because I already did that. And there you go. So just by doing the ghost and the duel, I can see things about not just the track, but about the way that, yeah, the story's trash. They're trying to I get what they're trying to do, Drops. They're trying to be very, very inclusive, because drifting is a very, very male-dominated sport. And so they want to be more inclusive, and a very particular type of douchebag male-dominated sport, to be honest with you. There are, at top level though, there are some really cool guys who are very receptive. So they're trying to invite everybody to try it and understand why drifting is cool, because I've always liked drifting. So I get what they're doing. I don't think their execution is any good though. Alright, so we're gonna do this very sweet Riku. Let's see if I have learned what I think I've learned. Let's do. Okay, we're off the line again, which means he has a massive advantage. There he goes. But that should be fine if I can beat him on the couple of corners that I think I can beat him on. Like that. Just beating him on that one corner changes the dynamics of the race. Like if I apply break at all, he's gonna win. I cannot give in and apply any sort of serious break. Breaking has to be like my last resort to kick his ass. And see there, on those really tight corners, I still got a break, so he's gonna gain distance on me. Shit, that was a bad corner. Alright, this is another rough corner for me, because it requires that break. But once I have that break early on, I can really play loose throughout the corner. Look at that! He fucking caught up to me so much because I braked hard on that one. I'd rather take that corner hard. Shit! Look at that acceleration though. Come on. This is another corner I think I can beat him on. Come on! How did he win that corner? I gained on him, but he still won the corner overall. Yeah, eat a dick, Riku. You're all over that break. No need to. He's gonna beat me on the straight, so I don't think I can even defend on the straight. But he's gonna break on this one, and I'm not. So I'm gonna gain a lot on him there. Look at that. Look at that distance I put between me and him. So yeah, there are still corners in this track where I can't beat him yet. But there's enough corners that I can take the pole position. Ooh, that was a spicy corner. Ah, come on, don't do that. Giving him ground that he doesn't deserve. Yeah, look at that. That was a good one. Yeah, I gave you a little bit of break. But it's better to give him break on that one than to hit the wall hard. So I'll take that plus minus on that one. Woo, that was way too much break. He's gonna gain on me on that one. Shit. I gotta beat him on at least one more corner. Okay, he fucked up that corner too. I should be able to beat him on this corner. Oh, come on! Yeah, that was a good split. I think he did bad on that corner. Or at least I did better, in my opinion. Just let off the throttle a little bit and eat him on this one. Just devour him. Arr. Shit, we got one more lap. Let's see if I can hold him off for another lap. Because I think this is going to be a sloppy lap for me. Thankfully, this corner early on gives you a lot on him. It makes it very difficult for him to catch up, even if he has superior braking. Woo! I must say, Drops, you picked like the best car, because this balance removes a lot of weak points. The balance between the speed and maneuverability of the middle car. If I were to pick a car and say it was easy mode, I would say this is probably the car for it. Because it's not rocketing into the wall, like if I had prioritized acceleration. Though that is typically how I play this type of game. No brakes on this train! I needed brake there. I was going to be into the fucking wall. Yeet! Woo! That was just barely. I barely clipped the corner. Yeah, I got him. Unless I make a massive mistake, I got him on this. Yeah, this is good. I might still be able to claw this back. Fuck off! You got nothing. Woo! Yeah, the dialogue is very pre-K. It's very, very bad.
You managed to resist the temptation to follow me and instead prioritized exit speed. Not my style, personally, but you played to the strengths of your car. The way you drove reminds me a lot of Jane. You did well to take on their advice. You should be careful, though, of relying too much on others.
I kind of like what that's setting up too. So I'm guessing that's setting up a situation where both of the drivers are gonna give you advice that works for most of the turns, but some of the turns are not gonna pan out like they say.
To really grow, you need to find your own path.
I don't really get what Riku meant. If I'm taking a corner as fast as possible, does it matter the path I took to get there? So this is actually explaining a little bit of what you had asked about, Drops, earlier. That if somebody's ahead of you, you could attack a corner very aggressively and be right next to them or in front of them at the middle of the corner. But then you put yourself in a situation where your car is going so fast and you're pointing at a wall, and the things that you will have to do to get out of that situation makes it a bad idea. So I like it. It also kind of goes into explaining some of the principles of drifting.
Just remember that every car has a different balance, and that balance determines what is fast. You can't always get that from watching another racer. You need to experiment and try things for yourself.
I guess that makes sense. I'm just not sure how to do that yet.
Don't worry. You'll figure it out.
Content unlocked. Okay, so I think we go back to the mountains. Snow Mountain Sprint. Let's check this one out. Wow, it's beautiful up here.
Isn't it? I love how crisp the air is.
The road's so narrow, though. Oh, this was the one I was wondering. Yo, Rad. Sick poggers, Rad. This is the type of drifting that I was concerned about. So generally speaking, I like to take easy outs. When the road is very narrow, you don't get that as an option. So you have to be very careful with what we had just talked about, Rob.
It's definitely tighter than City Skylink, but the turns are a lot gentler. It'll be more about finding the right balance than finding the perfect turning point. You should get out there and give it a shot. You've already learned everything you'll need to get started.
Isn't there someone else here with a car like mine? I'd feel much more comfortable with someone to guide me.
Lucas drives a Koda Gecko RX, an 8.6. But the only place they'd guide you is into a ditch.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh, we're all great friends, we're all nice to each other. Where's the rivalry part? Okay, so they do have some rivalry. Yeah, that's cool.
No, I think you should try this track out for yourself first. Remember what Rico told you about finding your own style, right?
I guess.
Great. Do as many practice runs as you want. When you're ready, you can do a time trial, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Sure?
Trust me, you're gonna do great, kid. Just get out there, try things out, and don't be afraid to experiment. Maybe with a few chicks, maybe in a slumber party.
Yeah, this is... I was concerned that this was going to come up, because this is not a type of drifting I've ever done in a video game well. So I think from what she said, they're going to give you like a little bit of buffer. Woo! That is tight. So when the road is more narrow, aggression is rewarded if you can make it through the needle. But if you play it too aggressive, you will fucking find yourself in one of those ditches. Yeah, this is... I'm liking this video game. This video game, it has warts. I'm not going to tell you it doesn't have warts, but this is a good primer for what makes drifting cool, in my opinion, so far. Yeet! Woo! Yeah, I am threading the needle on some of these corners. Hug me. Alright. Also, on narrow courses, you often don't get as much warning because you can't see so far ahead. So especially on narrow rally courses, your partner becomes so much more important because there's so little horizon to read. Woo! Woo! This is a cool course. This is a good course to start people off on narrow courses because as I literally have to use what I was about to talk about, because although the actual road is narrow, it has spots that widen out so you can make mistakes and recover, which is cool. Yeah, I'd say if not an actual drift racer, they had at least somebody who watches a lot of drift racing, like obsessedly, to have made this video game. And has watched Initial D at least once. I would genuinely venture that. Jeez, that's a bronze. How far off target was I? Jeez, I was very far off target. I was on target for a silver, but that mess up in the middle screwed me up. Drops, they've remade them recently, I would still go back and watch the old ones. I know they're a meme, but they're genuinely good in my opinion. I still like them and I have them on my Plex.
Dude, aren't you cold? No one seems to be feeling it except me because I'm a douchebag surfer bro. Honestly, I'm freezing. But sometimes you gotta be cool to look cool, you know?
So Drops, just like you said, he's a douchebag. Corey's a douchebag. Hey Corey, I saw your car was here earlier. I'm glad you decided to try racing other places too.
Oh, hey Ada. Yeah, thanks for encouraging me. It's been quite a challenge for me so far. But how are you finding it?
Same. Roads here are so narrow. I'm not sure if any of the lines I'm taking make sense. It's easy to drift too wide and drop a wheel in the snow too.
I've been dropping more than just a wheel into the snow.
That line could be read several ways there, Cora.
Do you think I could check out your ghost this time?
Sure. It's the least I can do. I'm not sure how much it'll be. How about you, Ed?
I've been style drifting with Samira. It was so good.
Isn't that where you drift as much as possible for points? Is there even room for that on this course?
Totally. Being close to the walls just means more points. If you want to take a break from practice, I can show you.
I guess I could do with a break.
Yeah, quick, let's go before Iba spots us and gives us exercise to do or something.
Style drift. Yeah, this is a tight course for style points. Let's do it. Yeah, you want to drift for style, baby? Woo. Oh no! That was my first spin. Oh, that was good. So like I said, when you're going for total style points, it's very easy to get too aggressive on a course like this. I honestly think I shouldn't even try for style at this point. I should just try not to die. It's kind of important. Get fucked, Ed. He made the same mistake that I did. I don't think he made the mistake the first time. Come on. Woo. Yeah, eat that, Dad. Oh, come on. I screwed up my multiplier. Woo. Big crush. Platinum. Hey, we wrecked that. Wasn't expecting that shit.
See? Isn't that way more fun than worrying about breaking points and apexes?
Ha! Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm impressed though, Ed. Your car control has improved a lot.
Thanks. I was just doing whatever though, not trying to be fancy.
I hadn't thought about counter-steering like that before. Using steering to make small corrections in the long turns is much easier than changing drift angle. I think this might solve the problems I was having before.
You really don't know how to switch off and enjoy something, do you?
But I did enjoy it. Seriously, thanks for showing me. It really helped. We should do this again soon.
Following your ghost has been really helpful, Ada. I'm feeling much more confident with the track now.
Me too. I actually got a lot out of my run with Edward. I guess inspiration can come from unexpected places. Hey, how about we go head to head and see who's learned the most?
Okay, let's do it. I've been studying your lines, so I know for sure I can win this time.
Oh, aren't you quite the douchebag? In any event, ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to the end of our stream for today. I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Symion. Marco!